behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Another interview is coming up in just a moment, but before we get into that, don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons below you there. And if you haven't clicked those yet, you'll always be notified of any new episodes. So we hope you do that, and also leave a comment on the comments section. We'd love to hear from you there. And pay attention to the description part and the closing credits at the end of the show, and you can contact us there, and we hope to hear from you soon. From Secaucus, New Jersey, we have Melissa Pettignano. She's another awesome artist, I feel, and I think you're going to think the same way. And we're going to get to that in a second, but first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, well, we're back, and with us today from Secaucus, New Jersey, we have Melissa Pettignano. Thanks for joining us on the show, Melissa.
Oh, thank you so very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here. We were going to have her on the show about a week or two ago, but I guess something happened at the last minute. But
Yeah.
at least she's here now. So
Yes, exactly.
well, tell us about your story about how you found music, because everyone finds music in their own way. Did you always like music since you were a little girl? Did it come much later? I mean, tell us in your own words.
Well, it started for me when I was very, very young. I mean, I was really little. I mean, my parents noticed something different with me when I was like 2 and a half. I was going with them grocery shopping. My parents took me and they saw me in the cart. They'd be going around shopping and they saw me in the cart bopping along and singing like in tune to the music. So my parents knew from very early on that I was going to definitely be in the music field, especially my father. And as I started getting older, I was singing in church. That's where it started. And then it just kind of progressed from there.
Well, that's quite a story. And I know you had probably some artists that you really looked up to when you were younger. Maybe you can mention some of those.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. CeCe Winans, Elvis Presley, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. I call them the greats, Celine Dion. These are just some of the greats that I grew up listening to and learning a lot from, but I never ever wanted to be sounding like them. You want to learn from the greats, but you want to have your own authenticity stamp on what you're doing. And that's what makes you unique and, and authentic. So that's how it kind of came to be.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, you mentioned like Mariah Carey, and I think you mentioned Elvis too. All those, like you said, were legends, and I use that word a lot. But I can definitely see that in your sound too. So
Thank you. Yeah, no, I grew up listening to them and I love them so much. And it is true in different parts of my songs, I'll have, some flavor there to show, pay my tribute to each one of them because I love them and I grew up with them and they taught me a lot in the music industry, even with my teachers or even with my family. So I learned a lot and I created my own way and I have my own unique sound where everybody knows it's me.
Okay, well, I'm sure you'll have many years ahead of you in the music business, so I hope that'll work out for you.
Definitely. I look forward to all of it.
Well, I'm sure you can find all your stuff on streaming, sites, but can we find you on social media and you have an official website? Tell everybody about all that.
Oh, of course. I'm on melissapettignano.com. I'm on Facebook under Melissa Pettignano and Melissa Pettignano Music. I'm on Twitter, which is now known as X, at SingerAuthor01. I'm on Instagram, MissyP01. I'll be joining other sites, but as of right now, these are the main ones that I am on. And yeah, I'm everywhere. Spotify, Amazon, you find my music everywhere.
Okay, well, everybody go to all those sites she just mentioned, check her out. I know she would love you for that.
I would very much appreciate it. Yes.
Let's see, we got the song, It's All For You is what it's called.
Yes.
Tell us a little story about that song. It sounds self-explanatory, but go ahead and tell us the story about that.
Sure, sure. So the song I wanted to write about, my relationship with the Lord and also wanting to share that with everybody. And I wanted people to feel connected and feel at peace, whether they were a believer or not. And I wanted them to feel the sense that everything is going to be okay. We're facing a lot, but I know God is with us. And that's really how it really started when it came to writing the song. And I've, worked with a wonderful producer on it. My dad and I both wrote it together, and I'm very excited. It's an award-winning song, and it's a chart-topping song, so I'm very happy.
Oh, okay, well, that's good news. And everybody, we're going to watch that in just a second. But Melissa, we thank you so much for coming on the show today. If you ever want to come back, if you have something new you want to plug, maybe we'll have you back on again sometime.
Yes, I look forward to it. Well, my new Christmas single is coming out this weekend on YouTube, and then at the end of December, going into early January, it'll be on all platforms and everybody can purchase. So that's something new to look forward to.
Okay, well, like she said, go ahead and check that out when it comes out later this week. I know that you'll love it. And so let's go right to the song. It's All For You by Melissa Pettignano, and it begins right now.
There is a way bigger than me, bigger than you. Jesus is true. You guide the way for me. Save my life. Jesus is true.